Well guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. I had to put the mic on. Guys, listen. Now, we all been covering the Madaline Soto case with Stephan Stearns being in jail, the boyfriend slash fake stepdaddy, and the mom that's clueless, Jennifer Soto, or Jen Soto as some people call her. Guys, I got a couple of videos I want to show you about the interrogation when they were both interviewed by police and how police, you know, put the heat on them and pressed on them to tell the truth. And I think you'll find this surprising. Jen Soto is just as goofy as she looks. And I can see, and this is just hear me out. I can see everything we talked about on this channel and a lot of other YouTubers and media were talking about was correct. She didn't pay attention to her child as much as she should have, and she didn't see warning signs, which I know were there, that Stephan Stearns was not doing right by her child. Take a look at this and we're going to come back and talk about it.
If anything, she was a little bit more open with Stephan.
New video of the mother of Maddie Soto being asked the hard questions.
I feel like when you gave the interview with Fox 35, it was not sincere.
We've learned detectives used this interview we got with Jen Soto the day after the 13-year-old went missing.
At that point is when I called 911 because I realized something was truly wrong.
To ask her what she knew about the murder of her daughter.
Looking at that video one time, I didn't feel like your cries were sincere.
Detectives pushing and pushing her to answer the burning question.
What do you think made him stab?
But Jen finding it hard to believe that her boyfriend could do any of the crimes he's accused of doing.
I want to believe she's still alive and that she got kidnapped, but that doesn't seem like that's the case at all.
Jen Soto's boyfriend is the only person charged in Maddie's death. He was arrested 2 days before Maddie's body was found in a field.
Detectives were not convinced that Stephan Stearns acted alone, though. They pressured Jen about when she jumped to his defense, even after they showed photos of Stearns allegedly abusing her daughter. Here's a portion of that interview.
I don't believe a lot of the things you're saying, and I don't believe a lot of the things you say you weren't aware of. Not what the did he do? Not, hey, we need to figure out what happened. No, let's protect Stephan.
I was in shock.
No, that's not shock. That is your natural instinct to protect Stephan. And my fear is that sense of guilt is causing you to not want to assist in the location of her.
Oh no. If I knew anything, I would so tell you. I don't care about him. I want him to go to jail. I want the worst thing possible to happen to him in jail. I know what happens to predators in jail. Like, I'm ready for that. Like, please.
In a separate interview room, detectives asked Stephan Stearns about where he was and what he was doing the day Maddie disappeared. They warned him that they already searched his phone and even begged him to tell them more. But he stayed tight-lipped.
Stephan, here's what I'm asking you and pleading with you is to dig down and do some soul searching. I don't want you to discredit yourself by saying you don't know about all the pictures that are on your phone.
Should I be talking with a lawyer right now?
Again, as of today, Jen Soto has not been charged with a crime. Stearns has a status hearing in about a month.
New details in the Maddie Soto case. More interviews with Maddie's mom, Jen Soto, were recently released. Detectives hinted to Jen that Maddie may have been pregnant.
Hannah McKenzie is live here in the studio right now. So, Hannah, these interviews happened in the weeks after Maddie's body was found.
Yes, and we have been going through hours of these video and audio interviews. In this video interview that we showed you yesterday, investigators questioned Maddie Soto's mother, Jen Soto, on February 28th, asking her if she had seen a pregnancy test inside the house. Then weeks later, in an interview with Kissimmee Police, the same topic comes up again.
We have strong beliefs that Maddie is deceased.
This is the moment Jen Soto is told her daughter's disappearance was becoming a murder investigation, and the main suspect in Maddie Soto's death.
I assumed
dropped her off, that she went missing, and that he had nothing to do with it.
Jen Soto's boyfriend, Stephan Stearns.
I wanted to think the best of him and think, oh, he's innocent, but you guys are just pursuing the wrong person.
Just a few hours after Kissimmee police had this conversation with Jen, Maddie's body was found in a field in St. Cloud.
I didn't even think he would drive that down there, because everything, for the most part, that he did was in Orlando by the mall.
It wasn't until weeks later, though, that the state attorney's office announced Stearns was being indicted for Maddie's murder. That was April 24th. But 6 days before that.
So anything you say today can't and won't be used against you unless you just don't tell us the truth.
Jen was at the state attorney's office being questioned about Maddie's death.
I knew that they were going to go to McDonald's, but not 7 o'clock in the morning.
And a possible motive. Multiple times, detectives asked her about Maddie's menstrual cycle.
I would write what days she would get her period. In February, no, I didn't notice her using any of her feminine hygiene products.
Hinting at the possibility Maddie may have been pregnant. That has not been confirmed. We did reach out to the state attorney's office and asked if Maddie's blood or urine had been tested for the presence of pregnancy hormones. We haven't received a response just yet. Of course, we will keep you updated. In the studio, Hannah McKenzie, Fox 35 News.
You've seen it. Just turned 13 years old. Little Maddie Soto just turned 13 years old. Was killed by Stephan Stearns, who's currently locked up, and I'm trying to get down there so I can get some details on the case when they go to court, like I promised you. But I want to talk a little bit about two things. First thing is, a lot of people were saying Maddie Soto might have been pregnant. Police alluded to that too. Now, they ain't gave no information, and I think all of this stuff will be coming out in the next couple of weeks as we press forward to the Stephan Stearns trial date, right? Now, what a status hearing. One of my subscribers, I can't remember who, and it's a regular subscriber, man. Shout yourself out, sis. She said, one of the things I didn't really talk about that might be a motive for the murder of, Maddie Soto by Stephan Stearns was she had a little boy she liked. At the time she was crushing on a little boy. Might have wanted to stop dealing with this man and want this man to stop dealing with her on that level. She just turned 13. When you get a birthday and sometimes, you say, okay, I'm a teenager now, and you want to change your life and you want to do things and, you see things a little bit different. She might have refused him because she likes this boy and she knows something dealing with this guy, Stephan, was wrong from the beginning, and she just tried to put a stop to it, and I think it cost her life. That's one thing. Another thing is, like you've seen in here, I thought it was a good news article where they say she may be pregnant. We'll never know until all of that stuff comes back. But I think this case would be shocking to a lot of people with what was known and not known by Jen Soto. And she's an airhead to me. She's goofy, don't know nothing, clueless as all hell, standing there, they pressing down on her. And I think the dilemma with her is she goes in so many different directions, you can't get a grasp on if she's telling the truth or not, because she's just one of them people that's just all over the place. Did you see how she was moving her hands when she was talking and just all this other stuff? Man killed your child. These detectives have been doing this for a long time. They know things. And just like us, they're saying with obvious signs and stuff with abused children in that manner, there had to be signs that you've seen but ignored. And I think that was the case. This dude wasn't even working. He was a bum. You had this guy around your kid all the time, and he doing all kind of unsavory stuff. You don't know nothing about it. Why? Because he knows your pattern. He knows your pattern of behavior. He knows your mental capacity, and he danced all around it and controlled that house. This whole thing is messed up, man. Your child was preyed upon in front of your very eyes, and you was too blind to see it. Either way, man, this is craziness. And we'll find out what's going on in court, man. But another thing is, did you see Stephan Stearns? do I need a lawyer for this? We found the hundreds of pictures in your phone. Hundreds of pictures. Predators prey, baby. And that's the part that's crazy. They don't care if it's in the house or outside the house. That urge for them to do something sexually sadistic is there, and it must be fed. They need to take this dude out here and behead him right now. This is crazy. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's no way she didn't know anything. It's no way. It's no way she didn't see signs. She's clueless as hell. We already see it, so she probably didn't know nothing. But I mean, come on. And then it's the thing that's funny. It always comes down to a point where your child comes to you for help. Was Jen so goofy and clueless and manipulated by Stephan? Did Maddie even open her mouth because she knew it was a losing battle? That's something to think about. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.